If you're visiting Canterbury and looking for a modern, reliable hotel right in the city centre, this just might be it. I'm staying at the Hampton by Hilton Canterbury, just a few minutes walk from the famous cathedral, the high street and the city's Roman walls. In this video I'll show you around the hotel, I'll talk about what I liked and didn't like, and I'll help you decide if this is the right place for your stay in one of England's most historic cities. Okay, I've checked into the hotel. I'm in the room. Let's have a look around. Now, when you come in, you'll first come into this entry area where you have the bathroom, which we'll have a look at in a minute. And we also have a wardrobe. So if you have a look in here, you've got a nice hanging space for your clothes with real coat hangers, a luggage rack, as well as an ironing board and an iron. Up here we also have a hairdryer. Okay, we've got a nice big bed, and on either side of the bed there are little bedside tables. On this side there's just a little, I'll just move that so you can see it, this little shelf here. And we also have little reading lights on each side of the bed as well, and power points and USB charging ports on each side of the bed, which is really, really handy. Over on this side of the bed, we have a bigger bedside table. It's a proper shelving unit, and these drawers feel like they're really good quality. They've got the really nice soft close. So we have two drawers on the bottom, and the top one is a safe, which would be big enough to put in a laptop and your camera gear and any other valuables you might be travelling with. And over here, we've got a nice sofa. So you can sit back, watch the TV, or just relax. It's nice having a sofa in your room. You don't always get that, particularly in cheaper places, whereas coming into a Hampton by Hilton, it is moving a step up in the hotel world. It's not in that super luxury category yet, but it is a big step up from the basic brands, the basic budget brands like your Travelodges and Premier Inns and Ibises and so on. So moving up to a Hampton by Hilton, it does feel like you're taking quite a big step up in terms of quality. Just the quality of the opening and closing of the drawers, just those little things, it just feels that that quality's been dialed up a notch. Okay, so over on this side of the room, we've got a unit here which has a desk, a nice sized desk. It's not super deep, but you don't need a super deep desk nowadays with a regular laptop, but it's wide enough that you've got room to properly work. You can have your computer there doing your work. You can also have a notepad, other devices on charging. You can have your camera set up next to the computer plugged in to download your photos, all of those sort of things. You need that extra desk space to do a lot of things. Also, we have a little lamp here, another set of power points, two standard British power points and two USB charging ports. Now moving over here, another two drawers. So far, we've got two drawers over on the side next to the bed, two drawers over here, and we've got that wardrobe space with a nice shelf space above it. I mean, for a one night stay, you're not going to unpack everything and put it all in drawers. But if you're spending 3 or 4 days or longer, then it's really nice to be able to set yourself up, make yourself at home. And you can do that when you've got all of the storage space that's in here. You've also got a nice big TV. That's way bigger than my TV at home. And you've got more storage space up here as well. You can use that as a bench space. You can put your tea and coffee making things up there if you want to have access to that all the time, or you can just use it to unpack. And down here We have tea and coffee making facilities. Let's take a look, see what we get in here. So we've got two teacups with teaspoons. We've got a kettle. Take a look in there, that's pretty clean inside that kettle. And Twinings Everyday Tea, Nescafe Instant Coffee, some sugar sachets, and some sachets of long life milk. It is a little bit disappointing that we don't have a proper pod style coffee machine, and there's no fridge in the room either. So you don't get everything in the room, but you do get quite a bit. And if you're used to staying in cheaper hotels, you'll notice that this room feels a lot more spacious than what you might be used to, particularly since you've got room for the sofa. That gives you a lot more space. You can't stretch out like this in a lot of cheaper hotels. Before it starts getting dark, let's take a look at the view out the window. Look out the window, you basically see the back of another building. It's nothing special, although you can see some spires sticking up from behind the building, and it very well could be the cathedral. Let's take a look in the bathroom. To get into the bathroom, this sliding door, when you open the bathroom, it closes the wardrobe. Coming into the bathroom, you've got a nice big sink here with a mirror with lighting on either side. You've got a toilet on the other side next to the toilet. We have a little unit here with your towels, a couple of flannels, some hand towels, and a box of tissues. There is one thing I forgot though. Look at the toilet paper. It's not folded into a little point. And next to the sink, we've got body lotion and hand soap. Coming into the shower, we have a big adjustable shower head up here. There's a little shelf if you like to use your own shampoo, and they've supplied shampoo, conditioner and body wash. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that bathroom. Okay, what's this bed like? Now this bed feels really comfy to sit on. It's got a bit of a bounce to it, but it's not a soft spongy bounce. It's the right type of bounce. Now, just move these pillows around and we'll just test it out. Just have a lie on the bed. Oh, that feels good. That feels comfortable. Yeah, I'm going to sleep well on this baby. It's comfy. Guests staying at the Hampton by Hilton in Canterbury get free Wi-Fi wireless internet access. Let's see how fast it is. Okay, that's not too bad. It's fast enough to do everything you need. The hotel's public areas comprise a lobby area near the reception desk, as well as a breakfast area. It's nothing special compared to more high-end hotels, but it is a big step up from most budget hotels. A great thing about Hampton by Hilton hotels is that your room rate includes a full buffet breakfast. Breakfast includes your choice of cereal, yogurt, fruit, and a hot buffet with baked beans, fried tomatoes, mushrooms, hash browns, scrambled eggs, bacon and sausages. There's also toast, fruit juice, plus tea and coffee. The waffle machine is the highlight for a lot of people, although I'm not sure about starting the day with anything that sweet. If this hotel was a biscuit, what biscuit would it be? If this hotel were a biscuit, it would be a McVitie's chocolate digestive. Hampton by Hilton delivers a consistent, good quality experience wherever you stay, just like how a chocolate digestive is one of the UK's most loved and dependable biscuits. While it's not luxury, Hampton offers a more polished stay than bare-bones budget hotels, and a chocolate digestive offers more indulgence than a plain digestive, thanks to that chocolate layer. The warm, welcoming feel of the Hampton brand matches the homely comfort of a chocolate digestive. It's nothing too fancy, but satisfying every time. The hotel is a great location in the city centre, and many of Canterbury's most interesting sites, quirky spots and good places to eat and drink are all within a 15-minute walk from the hotel. Let's take a look around the neighbourhood. If you're travelling by public transport, you'll most likely arrive at either Canterbury bus station or Canterbury West railway station. Let's start off by walking to the bus station, which will take us through the city centre. The bus station is only a 5-minute walk from the hotel. It's the city's main hub for local and regional buses, so it's useful if you're arriving that way or if you're planning a day trip to nearby towns elsewhere in Kent. The Canterbury Roman Museum is only a 3-minute walk from the hotel. The museum is built around the remains of a Roman townhouse that was discovered after Second World War bombing raids. You can see original mosaic floors and get a glimpse into daily life in Canterbury nearly 2,000 years ago. You'll find Canterbury Cathedral not far from the Roman Museum. This is one of the oldest and most important religious buildings in England. It's where Archbishop Thomas Becket was famously murdered in 1170, triggering centuries of pilgrimage. And yes, this is the same pilgrimage that Chaucer wrote about in the Canterbury Tales. The Beanie House of Knowledge is just a 3-minute walk north of the cathedral. This is a great little local history museum where you'll find everything from Victorian paintings to ancient Egyptian artefacts. And best of all, entry is free. You'll find the old Weaver's House just a few doors up High Street. It's one of the most photographed buildings in Canterbury, dating back to the 1500s. Its crooked frame leans out over the River Stour, and it was once home to French Huguenot weavers. Right next to it, you'll spot boats on the river. Punting and boat tours are a popular way to explore Canterbury's quieter corners. A boat tour lets you explore Canterbury from a different perspective, and the route takes you under low bridges, past secret gardens, and under the shadows of ancient buildings. Walk another 3 minutes and you'll come to Westgate Towers. This is the largest surviving city gate in England, and you can climb to the top for views of the city. And if you're into the grittier side of history, there's also a small museum and former prison cells. After another few minutes, we've made it to Canterbury West Station. It's about a 15-minute walk from the hotel, and from here you can get high-speed trains that will take you into London St Pancras Station in under an hour. It's perfect if you're taking a short break from London. From Roman ruins and riverboats to railway connections, the Hampton by Hilton puts you close to everything. So I paid £143 for one night here at the Hampton by Hilton in Canterbury. That was for a Wednesday night. If I had stayed on a Saturday, it would have cost me £208 for the same room. So prices go up on the weekend. That's pretty pricey, but hotels are more expensive in historic cities. Overall, this is a clean, modern hotel in a central location. It's only a few minutes walk to Canterbury's main sites, and it's only a 5-minute walk from the bus station, which is handy. The bed was comfortable, the room was quiet, and the aircon worked well, which isn't always guaranteed, even in newer hotels. It's also nice to have breakfast included, as hotel breakfasts can be expensive. For a chain hotel, it does the job well. If you're after a reliable base for exploring Canterbury, especially midweek when prices are a little bit more reasonable, this one's worth considering. Let me know in the comments if you've stayed here, or if you've got another favourite place to stay in Canterbury. And if you found this review helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe for more reviews of hotels around England.